Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Quantum Data from the future here, letting you know that he screwed up and lost the intro to this video. So welcome back to Spaceengineers, welcome back to the channel. I am your host, Quantum Data. Quantum Data, hello, say hello, don't die in space, or do. Last time on Spaceball Z, we were looking for ore, and I found uranium. And in fact, you know, really quick, let's do a little pop ski. I was looking for uranium, and I found uranium. And we're going to go get this unknown signal while we talk for a second. So we were looking for uranium, and uranium was found right there next to silicon. There's a whole little guy down there just hanging out, being uranium, being silicon. And I recorded that, and I crashed. And when I crashed, I was able to salvage some of it, but then I deleted that video thinking I didn't need it. And in fact, it was still the video. Great, this is going to death spin on us. It was still, in fact, the video that I recorded the intro in. So that's fun. What does that mean? It means that you missed me mining some uranium. Must be kind of lamenting as to whether or not I would make a base on the iron, a base on the ice. I chose ice. So down here on our giant Ice-Teroid, so aptly named, I've started alpha base, blah, 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 blah. As you will see, coming up in a couple of time lapses, I started the Ice-Teroid base alpha, or Ice-Teroid alpha, as we're calling it. I'm calling it. So yeah, I just nuked my intro. Sorry guys, I crashed out. And why I crashed, my computer's been doing this new fun thing. I've got a 4080 Super. And occasionally, with no warning, no heat, and no errors in the logs, the screens will cut to black, and then the 4080's fan ramps up like it's trying to go to space. I don't know what's going on there. I've done a completely full fresh install of drivers, everything. I'm thinking it might be my 12-volt high-power cable that I got. I have a Be Quiet 12-volt high-power right-angle cable. It is not an adapter, so it is not at risk of melting. But I'm thinking that the signal wire that detects, that sends voltage and stuff like that, sometimes goes on the fritz and poops. So I am going to ultimately probably get my whatever the power supply, I can't think of the name for the life of me. I think it's an NZXT. I'm going to get my NZXT power supply, my 12-volt high power, and put it in there and see if that resolves it. If not, I guess we'll go back to the troubleshooting board. So, this is what I did. This is Ice-Teroid Alpha. Got a connector for the Malphor so I can plug in and start powering everything once I get to a certain point. I've laid out a floor framework, or some of the floor framework. I've done some leveling with the GDC. And then I have built in some additional leveling, and I built in tubing to go back to the back. It comes down here to our large hydrogen tank sitting on top of an O2H2 generator, going to another pipe sitting on top of this, another O2H2 generator, and it's capped off with potential to add another one even with the piping to do so. I've also piped it out this direction so that I could have oxygen tanks as well. That's kind of where I'm at right now. I did not, thinking about it, if I drill this guy out here and I look at this block right there, I did not bring this stuff this way, so this may be something I do just so I can have some internal piping to stuff. So I'm just gonna add those two things right there, and that's kind of what I did. Those are the last additions. None of this is welded up. Bob's not helping because he's on crawl only or walk only, and I do not plan to change that. He's going to stay on this. I've also collected quite a bit of ice. If we go into our inventory of the entire ship, you will see that we have a healthy amount of ice, 416,000 here, and then we're processing and stuff. So that is what's currently going on. If we look at the refinery, we should be doing uranium right now, which we are. And then if we look at the one reactor we have on board, drill reactor, that's interesting. What? It has no uranium in it, even though we have uranium. Do we actually have uranium on this? We do. That's interesting. Oh, because it's not turned on. So if we wanted to start powering our ship and give it some extra juice and not wasting ice, we could absolutely turn this thing on and it would start feeding. So that's what we did. I also built out this little connection, added a remote block to this guy and a camera so I could easily reverse into that connector because boy howdy, I was tired of trying to dock the way it was. So that's kind of what we've done. Like I said, you're gonna see that here in a second. So when I turn around, magic will happen. Let's see, how do we do this? Turn around, and it'll be like magic happen. Ready? Well, we're not doing it. Nope. Okay, give me just a second to figure this out. Oh goodness, that's way too fast. All right. I don't know how to. I had this idea for what I was going to try to do, and then this is not a helpful camera angle. But can I turn around? I can. Ta-da! Yeah, that super worked and not at all messed up. Okay, guys. Yeah. So you'll see the rest of this episode here in a second. And as for Quantum Tater for the future, I will catch you later, taters. We're back with another block rockin' beat. I crashed. Here's a fun thing, guys, for my fellow engineers and computer users, and well, if you play on a computer, I am having weird crash issues. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's a volt issue, if it's a power cord issue to my video card, but basically, short of it, 4080 Super is what I'm running, and I randomly will be playing, just doing my thing, doing my business. And out of nowhere, sometimes just like watching YouTube videos, sometimes literally anything, but randomly out of nowhere, it'll just cut to a black screen. All the video goes out, and then the fans on the video card go to Mach pierogi, and they're like, it tries to take off to the moon. And I don't know what's going on there. It's weird. So that is something that is happening, and it doesn't happen a lot. Like I'll do that, like it crashed literally within however long I recorded the first part of this. I'm not even sure how long that recording was. But like first part of that recording crashed just after that couple of minutes, and then I'll play for like 42 hours. I'll play games, watch YouTube, whatever. Like I'll play for an extended period of time, no issues whatsoever. I've done a fresh full driver wipe, registry cleared out, the whole shebang. Did I mark this? It doesn't look like my GPS for uranium is here. Oh, it is. Okay. But I'll literally wipe out. I wiped out everything, fresh install, clean install, everything, and just like, nah, not interested in your bullshit, which is fine. But it's a thing that's happening, and it's very unfortunate, and I don't love it. Don't love anything about it. So that is a problem I've been kind of troubleshooting there. Now I'm actually about to go do a quick googly goo, or not googly goo. I'm gonna go look for a physical Google. I'm gonna go into my attic and see if I can't find the consignment drone. See if I can't find myself. Can't see if I can't find myself like my other power cable, because I bought a specific brand, Be Quiet specifically branded like right angled power cable for the 12 volt high power. Maybe that's the issue. Maybe I need to go to stock or something. I don't know. It's wonky and it's frustrating. So that's happening. So I crashed. So what I was saying when I crashed, I think I was like, uh-oh, and then it crashed. What I was saying is we'll get some uranium. Can I put this in? That'd be so great. Oh, I can. What are we at? 16K. So we'll get some uranium. And then I'm thinking we're just going to do an ice base. That's going to be the first thing we build. Even if we decide we want like a floating space station, like one floating in orbit above something or just out in space, not anchored to anything, we can do that. I don't have any cool designs for that. I wish I could think of one that's cool, but I got nothing. Even if we decide we should build an iron or a uranium asteroid base or whatever, we can definitely do that. Part of me wants to bring back in the resource mod so I can put a thumper on this uranium and just have it forever to have and to hold. But we're not there yet. I think we're going to do it with the mining resources. I don't think we're going to need to use the infinite resource system. All right. So let's get to the Malifaux with our sweet, sweet haul, and let's take the Malifaux. Yeah, look how much faster we go when... Yeah, that's right. That's what you want to see. And then what I can do is I can turn this guy around. Why am I on fire? Dang it. Turn this guy around and we'll just reverse thrust so that whatever. So space uranium's right there. Man, we really picked a good spot to stop in space, I gotta say. So the asteroid for the ice is 11 kilometers that way, and the unknown signal is that direction. Do we want to see if maybe there's an Ice-Teroid on the other side of this that would be more opportune? Let's see. Like, what are you? You're a what? What kind of rock are you? You're stone. There's stone in them there hills. Huh. That guy just bleeped into existence. Interesting. Alright, let's start slowing down. I wonder how that got damaged. Good grief. And then we're going to take the Malifaux to the ice. That's what's going to happen. We're going to drift around the Malifaux in our sweet, sweet drift ship. We're not even that heavy. Bro. Not even that heavy. There we go. Get the thing locked in. Did I knock a thruster off there? I must have. Oh, it didn't look like it did. Interessante. Who knows? Who knows? Okay. Yeah, let's get the Malifaux over there. Let's do that. Let's go ahead and get ourselves to the Ice-Teroid. And then we are going to... It'll be base... Ice-Teroid base. I already have a name. Without even trying. Battle Bridge. Oh, Battle Bridge has nothing set up on it. Okay. That's fine. We could do that really quick. Please hold while I set up groups. That's interesting. Why? Hydrogen thrust. Large hydrogen thrust. There we go. Where's our ice? Okay, I'm gonna get the Malifaux over there, and then we will talk on the other side of everything, and we'll see how we do. Battle Bridge is not my favorite. But here we go. Oh, you know what we didn't do? We didn't mark the nickel. That would have been a mistake. Sort of. Would it have been a mistake? I don't know. Probably not. Well, currently all of our eggs are in one basket, so it may have been a mistake. We'll just go GPS space nickel. Yeah. Space nickel. Yeah. All right. Anyways, continuing on. We're gonna get to the Ice-Teroid, and then I will talk about plans for a base. I don't even know what it's gonna look like, honestly. It's a super weird thing to think about, honestly. But I think I have kind of an idea of what I want. I don't know. Maybe I don't. Maybe I do not have any idea at all, and that's part of my problem. You know, it'd be a great experiment right here. A perfect experiment would be a gravity generator. Battle Bridge. Look at the engines. That's cool. I enjoy it. I still think it's cool. I want to know what that asteroid is over there. We probably looked at it and I didn't point at it. Oh, you know what? I need to heal. Perfect. We're healed. I'm healed. I'm healed. All right. Now I'll pick you up on the other side. For real, for real. All right. Now we're going to do a little by the power of Ra. Beautiful. You know what Ra tells me? Ra tells me we build off the tip down here. This is a weird looking rock. Excited to be a part of it. I had two things I needed to do with the Malifaux here. And I'm going to work on doing it right now after we get stopped. But I want you to see kind of my thoughts. Okay, let's bring you down. I could totally just land on the Malifaux. I mean, on the ice rock. And no one could stop me. Nobody has the power to stop the Malifaux. I mean, besides all the pirates and everybody else who absolutely has the power to stop me. We're going to drive around on this rock. It's happening right now. Ah! Okay. Do that. Probably could do this right here where we shut them all down. Fly over here. Huh. Locked down. Now we can't float off. That work? Yes. Yes, it did. Okay, let's think. We gotta think about how we want to build out a structure. I'm thinking we're always looking to the sky for that. There's one planet. What is going on here? Apparently all the ion thrusters on the GDC ion are not in a group. They are. Okay. That shouldn't be firing like it was. It should turn them all off, set the batteries to recharge, which it did. Perfect. Okay. Alright, let me think. We gotta build out a base. We gotta build out a base. And I think... Thinking about the top of this thing. Summoning the power of Ra once more. Okay. I don't actually... It would appear to me, if I had to guess, that the light... It seems like up here would be a good location for a base. I want a flat spot, I think is my problem. With good working hours. Yeah, there's no way to... There's no way to do what I'm trying to do. What I'm trying to look... Oh, you see those doom boxes over to the left right there? Those things are going to be something to pay attention to because if I don't pay attention to those... Okay, I think I know where I want to make my base. I like this cliff area right here. I like that it's in the dark. Perfect. It says right there, that spot looks like the perfect spot. We're gonna build out right there. I think this was gonna happen. I think we're gonna cut to a time lapse for that. But first, let me go down here. Let's get one of these guys here. Oh, two. Why would that bleed air? I don't know. Okay. Okay. See you later, Malifaux. So we like this ridge right here. I think that's going to be a cool base location. Like, imagine like square space here. We're just going to have, this is going to be like a landing jet right here. We can come out and do like, there's no gravity here, so we can't really align to gravity. Man, that's going to be tough. I'm thinking something like, or up there. I gotta think about it. Give me a second, and I'm gonna go get that unknown signal, and I will be right back after these messages. Struggling to focus, guys. Struggling to focus. Okay. Got some materials. We're talking about doing it up here. Yeah, okay. Okay, I'm thinking this is it. This is it. We make our final stand. What color are we on? Wrong button. Okay, we're gonna put that block there. Okay, we did a little clearing out of the ice. We're laying out some stuff. I'm gonna get this guy docked up. You know what? I initially was thinking we might use that other guy right there because it's already connected, but I don't think we got a need for it, honestly. Not that that has stopped us in the past, because it really hasn't, but we might go ahead and scrap it. I don't know. I don't remember how far back this connector is for my ship, so I actually don't know if it'll fit forward like this, but this will be easier for me to ultimately bring it. Oh, that was violent. Okay. Get that thing set down. We'll go ahead and get this thing moved. Make sure that doesn't reattach itself and try to blow us up. Okay, perfect. Oh, this thing rotates like a boat. All right. Trying to get some ice cleared out because I wanted to be able to see what I was doing exactly. For right now, that should be good. We'll turn these guys back off. We're stopped fully. We are stopped fully. Perfect. Okay, so we've got some of those blocks done. I think we're gonna need probably, let's go out one more there. I want to go. I think the plan Well, that won't work, so that's not gonna work. That won't work because that won't work. Precisely. That's science. Don't ever say science never did nothing. I think we're gonna do a different design style. Um, I don't know. I was trying to think if I wanted to do a different design style. I need that to like auto rotate so I don't have to do it. Oh my gosh, there we go. There we go, and then if we come back here, grab this guy. That'll be fine. All right, so that's gonna be our main area. Refineries, all sorts of stuff. We're gonna need to carve out some more of this stuff. And then I think what we're gonna do is maybe off to the right over here. Yeah, off to the right over here, we'll do two giant, two stations for the hydrogen refining. Hydrogen and oxygen. We'll set up an oxygen and hydrogen farm. That'll be good. Okay. So let's okay, let me go get this unknown signal and I'll be right back. I know I'm prioritizing these unknown signals primarily because they're dropping rare stuff still, supposedly. And then we'll continue laying stuff out, and it's gonna be a chill build episode. I need some help. You guys let me know. Should I build and then show you what I've built, or do you like the time lapses? I struggle because I don't mind doing both. I enjoy both, but sometimes I feel like it's a bit of a nothing burger. And it's like, oh, well, I'll just record the whole... Ooh, zombie suit. I don't have that. Nice. It's a bit of a nothing burger because I don't have... I don't know what I was saying, but I was saying something. It's a bit of a nothing burger because I don't have... what the hell? It's a bit of a nothing burger because I do not have... like nothing exciting really is happening, so I'm just laying stuff out, and that's like a lot to time lapse. But we'll see what it looks like. We'll get there. I think that's what the plan is. We're gonna get there, and I think what I'll do is I'm gonna knock this guy. I'm gonna add this guy right there. I'm gonna come grab components. And then that way we'll have a place to dock the Malafor. I don't know if you noticed, and I think I did it time lapse. But yeah, I added a docking connector to the front of the Malafor because we currently didn't have one. I thought it's probably a good idea to have one of those. So, oh good. Did I not? Oh, come on. There we go. And I can label the grid, so... Ice-Teroid Alpha. Beautiful. Okay, let's get some more ice drawn out. Whatever that just spawned in was brutal. I know it's wasteful, but we're probably gonna chew through some ice like this. I should be using this ice, but it was slow, so. Alright guys, that fixes that problem that I was having trying to get this dang thing to cooperate. Alright, so we've cleared some stuff out. I definitely want to do... the question is, let's see. 3. Okay, so how many blocks is it up? So if we do... Now we're going to need to carve some stuff out behind that, so I don't probably need to get in here and do a little bit more carving. But first, let's go get this unknown signal and I'll show you the progress. Well, I'll show you the progress real quick. Let me drop all this stuff off. So, got the base floor I'm starting to lay out. I've flattened this out so I can have a nice base metal floor. And then I'm going to probably do the interior blocks on that. That's going to be the exterior wall. I've got this bracing right here to like give it some like, and I'll probably do another one on this side once I kind of figure out how big I want it to be. Obviously refineries are going to go first, and I need to make sure that that will look the way I want it to. I'm thinking tucked back in here is going to be where we have our hydrogen farm, or at least our tanks, just because I don't want to get exploded by an incoming attack for some reason. And it looks like that unidentified signal is much closer than the last one, so that's going to be an exciting change of pace. That's a lot of time lapse right there. Let me take a drink real quick. A little chai. Oh, I'm not moving. Genius. A little bit of chai. Never hurt anybody. It may have hurt the Tea Party people. I don't know. Kidding. Because chai's tea. Don't say chai tea, by the way. It's like ATM machine, VIN number, ABS system. That's one of my favorites. ABS system. Ah, yes, the anti-lock brake system. Very familiar with the ABS system. Little pet peeves. You guys have anything like that? Let me know. Comment down below if you've got a weird pet peeve that is unnecessarily frustrating. This one looks good. Look at this thing. Man, I know we've seen this one before, I think, but slap a sled on this bad boy, you turn this into a little rocket bike. Obviously, you can't stop, but stopping's for the weak. You don't need to stop. Where we're going, we don't need roads. I'm just saying, they're doing a great job with this stuff. I'm consistently baffled by the talent of keen designers. It makes all my designs look like absolute crap, if I'm being honest. I think what I want to do, because I've laid out some of this base, and I know this is going to be kind of a tangent, but because I'm kind of ahead and recording a little early, one of my thoughts was hop into a creative mode. And I had an idea for a ship, or look for a ship, and see like what you guys think about it. I could do that. That could be a thing I do. I don't know. I haven't decided. I love that ice. That right there is ice. This block of ice, not ice. This ice, not ice, ice, not ice, ice. Get it through your thick skull. This is going to be good. I'm liking this already. I'm trying to lay this out intentionally so it's not just like, oh, this will fit here, this will fit here, like just doing that crap, because I do a lot of that. Like, it'll fit, it'll fit, it'll fit, and then the next thing you know, it'll fit my way into not having anything effective. There we go. Weird. That's strange. Okay, so yeah, I think we're gonna go one more block out. That. Oh, we can do this. No, let's do this block. I don't know why. Let's see what that looks like. Okay, so then if this is all, yeah, we need to get some more. We need to carve some more crap out. Okay, let's get to carving. I'll pick you up here in a second. Is there like a difference? No, we're just gonna right there. So the block's gonna come out right there. I don't know if we'll need to, but my thought is to have, well, let's do a quick dig out real quick. And then we probably won't need to do this in my thoughts. Oh my gosh, I'm stuck. We probably won't need to do what I was thinking about doing just now, but we're gonna go ahead and consider it. Because we could do this right here. We can say, so if we do industrial tank, so we're gonna, I know I don't need to name this on stream, but here we are. So we'll do Ice-Teroid, hydro tank 1, copy, and then copy name. Is there a way to just copy the name? Nope. Okay, that's fine. I'm trying to see where, I know I have it on my bar somewhere, but 8, and then we can do this guy. We're going to try to rotate these in a way. Ice-Teroid. So that's my plan, right? So then we could have, for right now, we can just put a block, color that. So there's those blocks. And then I don't know if we'll have, I don't know if we need that block just yet, but so that's my thought right there. Have this, and then I can get this guy into this hole over there. Although honestly, I should do that right there. And get in here and clear out some more real quick. Because if we're gonna, do it, we should do it right. And just get this, build the platform out. Basically what I want to do is I want to have, we'll have a couple of intermediate connections. And I don't know how big these things are. They're pretty big, but they're not that big. So it's, I mean, they're that big. They're 3 blocks wide. I know exactly how big they are because I just designed one. So if we do, if we come down here and we chop this guy out, and we know that that is a block facing that way, we can do this, and then we can put down another one of these, which would be or your Ice-Teroid Gen 2. So block, and then I don't know. I'm trying to, sorry, it's taking a little longer than expected because I want to lay this out in a way that's smart, like right, well, smart is relative. And I don't know why I'm so keen to, the other problem is, this is not a problem at all actually. My other thought is, The other thought is that when I make this base, if I have a blueprint this, I'm like, all right, guys, I'm going to give you this base as a blueprint. It's going to be useless to you guys because you'll have to find an asteroid, or a place that looks similar to this. I mean, I guess this is just going to be like a panel out there, but we're gonna make room for one additional one, I think. I think that might be what we do. Please stop. Okay. I need to block this out real quick. Because I think what I want to do is... That doesn't have a path. There we go. You know what? I don't know that I like... Thinking about it, I don't know that I like that. I think I prefer to have these tilted up so that I can see that they're connected. Okay, so then I've got enough for one Ice-Teroid there, one tank there. One tank there, and if I copy and paste... Incompatible, cool, I figured. Ice-Teroid. Copy all. Actually, auto refill. Copy all. And I can copy, paste, go back up here. Alright, so then we can very easily go right here. Interior plate flanged. Do I not have any interior plate? Oh. Well, there you go, folks. Folks. Let's get this thing plopped up. 3. And then we will go ahead and place a cap on this because we won't be adding a second one yet. Yeah, okay. Alright, so this way, so yeah, so this is going to be nestled in there. I'm going to have this blocked off. I'm probably going to do a door, my guess is I want to do a door. I don't know if I need to have, I don't know, ow. Probably do a door, like, to get out to that area, that won't be... Okay. That's what it'll look like. We'll have, let me turn the lights off on this thing so we can get a good look at it without the light. So we'll have this, and then we can potentially, if we need to, we can squeeze in and build another tank if we want. I think 2 tanks is going to be plenty for now. Heck, I could even use this as a drilling situation where I could bore an ice tunnel using this specific here. We don't have any storage yet. Storage comes next. I'm thinking, if we're looking at the overall picture of this thing, I think storage is going to be left down here like on little like jut outs. And then I want to build a landing platform for ships right here that's going to stick out and have some beams going down to it. I think it'll look really cool. That's kind of my ideas currently. And then I've got a spot for the Malifaux to hook up to just so he can park and then be welding stuff for us at some point. I think that's what we're going to do for now. I think that's it. I know I didn't lay out a whole bunch. It's kind of a weird one, short one. I'm going to see how long this episode actually is. Let's actually get some more ice real quick just for the fun of getting ice because we, you know, who doesn't need ice? I mean, people who don't use ice don't need ice, but I think I need ice. Let's... Oops, stop doing that, please. Okay. Just lift up slightly. and then move forward, and we'll just carve ourselves a little ice hole. And I have that specific thing jutting out because we can also house some hydrogen oxygen tanks out here as well. A few of the new fancy ones. And then I was thinking about piping in to this space across this walkway. I would pipe in some sweet piping, because that's what you do with pipe. You pipe it in. Pipe in some piping, and then have an interior what do you call it? Interior hydrogen O2H2 generator. Just so we have 3 pumping out, doing the work of making hydrogen and oxygen and all those fun things. I think that's a worthwhile endeavor. We haven't laid any batteries yet, which is probably a mistake. I probably should get those things definitely plopped in, just so we don't forget to put batteries. But I haven't done that yet, so I don't know if we're going to want more space than this for the oxygen. This looks pretty good, though, I think. And then I added a camera for the reverse docking so that we could easily do this business right here, because we were struggling. Whoa, we are still struggling. Please stop. Too much ice. That's 73 tons of ice, essentially. What is happening? That is literally producing no thrust. How is that possible? We're gonna investigate that. I'm pretty sure it's time to reload, because I am producing no leftward thrust. That's very odd indeed. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's gonna do it for now. We have successfully started a process. I know this is kind of a weird, slow, short one, especially with time lapse. It's going to be short. I'm going to see how long it is. If I do have some extra time, I think what I might do is I might do some creative building, just because I don't have a lot of comments to work off right now, and I'm still percolating on an idea here. So you guys let me know if you're liking what you see so far. I think this is going to be plenty big enough space. We're going to see what it looks like to lay out some other stuff too. So yeah, I appreciate it. You guys always know what to do. Like, share, subscribe. Comment down below. I appreciate you. Let's see if we can wave. I bet we're not even on the right page. We can't wave though, so go figure. All right, guys, I will catch you later, taters. And if I come back, if there's a weird juxtaposition, that means it wasn't a long enough thing and I didn't feel comfortable with it, and I recorded something else and added to it. If not, I'll catch you later, taters. And as always, be kind. Bye.